Welcome everyone back to Burial at Sea, episode 2. Let's quickly check the previously
The
on
best
Bioshock
video
thing.
game.
Previously on Bioshock.
They told me, son, you were born to do great things. They were right.
Oh my god, they really are just giving us a whole rundown.
I had a feeling that previously on Bioshock was Bioshock 1.
Oh my god. This really is a Bioshock game for people who didn't like Bioshock.
Exactly. Wow, they really spoiled literally the best part of the video game.
Or was it Hydra?
Like,
Why would you be playing this game if you hadn't played the first one?
because Bioshock Infinite isn't labeled like a sequel, it's labeled like, let's be honest, title colon something could also be the first game in the series, like Alien Isolation. The
You
issue
are
is,
correct, it's just...
the problem is, all of this information is relevant for the ending of the DLC to work. You need to know this stuff going into the DLC to get the most out of the ending.
Was stolen from them. A chance.
Great. Are they gonna cover Bioshock 2 or are they cowards?
Bioshock 2 doesn't exist. What are you talking about?
Cowards! Come on, guys.
Yeah. Alright. So, if you watched the last
Just
stream...
ignore the video game you made.
Yeah. Do we have medkits again? Oh. Well, if you watched the last stream and you missed the last 20 minutes... I apologize for the last...
Again.
I apologize where we just talked over the last, 30 minutes of the stream, but hey, the checkpoint system is still fucking awful.
Why would it not checkpoint after the opening cutscene? Come on, that feels like standard thing.
No, it checkpointed after the opening cutscene. It didn't checkpoint after the bit with the big reveal. That was also a massive cutscene you can't skip.
All of that knowledge.
What? Once again, I'm fine with the checkpoint system, but you gotta make sure the checkpoints work.
Comstock. That final
This is exactly like when they... I bet you the checkpoint was after we used that lift to leave the area.
Huh? I don't remember
probably.
opening a tear to
Except we didn't want to take the lift because then we'd be in gameplay land. We were just here to complain about this opening.
You'll figure that out soon enough.
Because this opening is still stupid, because why was Elizabeth sticking around long enough for this entire place to get absolutely annihilated by the bouncer?
That wasn't Paris any more than I am Booker.
Yeah, you would think that once her job was done, she would have just left.
I don't even know who that is.
Because, reasonably, the only thing I can see for her getting killed by the bouncer is if the bouncer managed to get her fast enough that she couldn't warp out. But the thing is, this room is so fucked up compared to the last time we saw it as Comstock or Booker, that clearly she must have been running around for a good 30 fucking minutes in here. You're telling me she couldn't have poured it out even once? Hell, she could have summoned an Iron Patriot to distract the bouncer for her. There's no way she couldn't have gotten out of here without
Elizabeth,
dying.
at this point, she has so many powers that having her die is just pure contrivance.
Yeah, literally, at the end of Bioshock Infinite, we see that she can just tear her way into the space between realities. From anywhere. Because she wants to. She's not restricted to... here's the thing. The Elizabeth that died here had to have been running around for a good 30 minutes for the bouncer to tear the place up like this. And the Elizabeth who died here was had significantly more power than the Elizabeth we knew of back in Infinite or this DLC. because she was holding back in this DLC. So there's no way she could have gone
The
from
writing
up.
is so bad.
Yeah. Like, this room is so messed up. There's no way the bouncer got to her fast enough. Especially since she got blasted through this wall.
What are you? Huh? And
This
how
hole
do
in
you
the
know
wall wasn't
exactly
here
what
before
to
the
tell
bouncer
Atlas?
bitch slapped Elizabeth through it to kill her.
You're feeling like yourself, Elizabeth.
I feel
And you're telling me Elizabeth couldn't have rigged up something in the Vita chamber, because I'm sure there have to be some down here.
what's behind the doors. I can't see the future. I can't even see
I will
the
say
tear.
they are doing a very cute job of hiding her pinky from you until
Yeah.
the reveal. Like the camera is always just like slightly out of range.
Booker.
Yeah.
No, please no. I died here.
Also, does
was
Elizabeth
killed by
have,
them.
like, zero survival instinct? Because she literally did just stand there for what must have been at least a good 5 seconds without even trying to dodge.
How can I be dead in this world and yet
Listen, they needed to kill her, so they just did it in the least interesting way possible.
Like,
I
they
don't
didn't even
understand.
bother to make it believable. Like, if nothing else, this Elizabeth also went through all of Bioshock Infinite. This Elizabeth should have some basic combat instincts.
Yes.
Also, we do have to sit through this because this is unskippable.
Although one often wishes that one had not.
You're a fatalist.
A physicist.
Why?
A fatalist.
Why didn't they checkpoint us?
Trees. They always contrive
Because
to
they put the
avoid
checkpoint
this.
after
You
the
should
lift.
take this time to tell the audience about the big brain idea you came up with while we were doing the teardown
And now she
conversation.
wants to go back.
I
Oh,
need
right,
it
I forgot about that.
to
Yeah.
face what I
So
believe.
the idea is very simply, if they're going to change up the gameplay anyway,
Doesn't
instead of doing this, where they had to come up with a really contrived way to depower Elizabeth,
I died.
they could have kept the whole setup, they could have kept everything, except instead of having her in Rapture as a complete wimp and forcing you to do stealth gameplay,
Just like the rest of
they
us.
could have made it a puzzle game where you have to manipulate stuff a la Ghost Trick Phantom Detective from outside of the universe, which would give you, which would let you keep the plot device where if she went back she'd lose her powers, but let her keep the powers and have fun.
I left Sally to rot.
It'd be a weird, janky puzzle game.
Honestly,
He was trying to help
I
her,
can't believe they
save her,
didn't
and
do that. It would be so much
I
more
don't make that
interesting.
right.
We all have our
Because genuinely, she only has like 2 things she actually does in this DLC. Like, she only has 2 objectives, and that's to get Fontaine back to Rapture, and then, spoiler. You're telling me there's no way she couldn't have just been like, you know, ghosting along behind Atlas Fontaine. If you don't know Atlas is Fontaine, where have you been for the last 20 years?
Honestly, like, I knew that plot twist without even knowing a thing about Bioshock because it's just ingrained
Tess
into
has
our
warned me that
cultural
if I came back here,
consciousness.
I would
This
collapse.
game treats the Atlas is Fontaine thing as a big twist that you can find in a secret area.
It's just me.
Quantum what?
I've changed.
But also, if you do the previously on
No tears,
Bioshock,
no
it tells you
cosmic knowledge.
anyways.
Yeah, like, I think it would have genuinely been a really fun idea if you basically had to follow around behind Atlas
If I can't
Fontaine
open tears,
as like a ghost, just nudging things along so that he'd end up getting back to Rapture.
I'm
I'm sure you could come up with a better I'm sure you could come up with a good explanation for it, keeping the setup that she can't directly be there thanks to
You're
this
just what?
corpse.
You're just the fragments of
Instead-
my memory telling me what my future holds.
Because, like,
You
I'm sorry.
decided to come here, Elizabeth. You knew
Yeah.
what that meant. Only option as I see it.
Like, there's gotta be some
Trust
better
yourself.
solution than depowering your
Find
female
Sir John.
lead so that you can have a shitty stealth game.
Like, I will say, I think the stealth gameplay is good, or at least solid, if a bit easy, because they give you just... They roll in invisibility directly into your see-through walls skill, and they make it stupidly cheap. I like the stealth gameplay, but I still think they shouldn't have had it for the finale of their shooty game.
Yeah, it's a weird choice in general that this is the capstone of the Bioshock franchise.
Yeah, like, if they're gonna change gameplay styles, they should have made it a puzzle game, because, seriously, the best explanation for how Elizabeth and Lutece's is quantum mechanics. And you know what quantum mechanics are? Complete nonsense. Random chance. If you look at a quantum particle, it changes because it's shy and has performance anxiety. Surely we could have had her bending stuff.
I have to use this air grabber.
Oh right, yeah, it's got the crunchy glass thing from
Well, a blow to the
video
back of his head
games.
will serve just as well. Be a hell of a lot quieter, too.
That's not what
Oh
you
shit, this got floor noise from Videos
Just
Johnson.
because your father did something one way, doesn't mean you have to.
Folks always stare when I make a scene. You get used to it.
Alright. You know what's a missed opportunity? Elizabeth never crawls into a little sister
What?
vent.
You'll want to get the drop on him.
I know she's a bit big for it, but I think that
Good. Like, I know they're tiny, but...
it would have been fun.
Like, they've fudged so many other things about this universe. They could have made the little sister vents a bit bigger for Elizabeth.
If you're very experienced with FPS games and enjoy a challenge, start here. This is not an FPS game.
Time soon.
I wish it
With
was
his
an
head all
FPS
attached to his
game.
body.
Yeah, like we're gonna try it on hard because I like the stealth gameplay. And honestly, if you get spotted, it's not like you can fight anyway. Enemies gain an immunity to bullet. Like literally, I get making it so the stealth knockout doesn't work if they know you're there. I don't understand. Oh shit, you can go into vents.
Oh, yes, hell yes.
It's not a little sister vent, it's just a vent vent.
Oh, boo.
Yeah, like, I understand the logic of not having your stealth takedown work if you've been spotted. But here's the thing, you get your hands on guns in this game. Literally, if you're spotted by an enemy, shooting them does nothing. They just gain massive damage
Oh,
resistance.
that's strange.
Like, you should
Weird choice.
Yeah, like, if they give you guns, you should be able to shoot your way out, but no.
Yeah, because, like, Metal Gear Solid, which is my one reference for stealth games, like, you will probably have an easier time going stealthy, but you can go loud if you really want to, and it's a viable strategy.
Yeah, and like Dishonored, which I think is the bigger influence on this game. I'm not sure, there is some Thief in here, because, well, they're first-person stealth games. In Dishonored, there was, once again, no reason you couldn't go full chaos and just murder everyone you ran across.
Yeah, like, games rely on giving you options.
Now let's get its lockpick.
Yeah, but in this game, again, even though you have guns, you can't kill someone if you're spotted.
Oh, lame.
Which I think is a little closer to how Thief does it, but even Thief... Okay, to be fair, I think the only Thief game I played was 4. But like, even the Thief games let you kill enemies if they spotted you. It wasn't a great idea because the enemies outmatched you, but you could fight them with a sword. Also, yeah, here's the hacking
like,
minigame.
stealth games...
But there's
Oh! I love this, actually. This is wonderful.
It's very cute, but... it is just a quick time event. It's basically just...
Yeah, I wish it was more, but...
You know what it is? It's
so
the hack.
cute.
It's the hacking minigame from 2, but with an interface. And a bit slower.
You are correct.
Oh yeah, they brought back
It's just that.
stockable medkits. So now you can carry health packs on you again.
Thank God.
To be fair, I think
Fuck did they remove that?
I still think we'll get ripped to shreds if we get spotted because this is hard mode. But what do you want to bet they didn't actually change how detection works between the difficulties?
Oh, Oh, probably not. I don't trust this DLC to be anything more than it is.
If
Oh,
I
hey.
can afford to see the doctor, is it my concern that others cannot? No.
Oh yeah, capitalism. They're talking about how if you can't afford healthcare, you should just die.
Oh, good. I'm so glad that's not related to anything in our real world.
What was that?
You know, don't you?
The doors, they're
Look
they're
at these
cracking
lyrics
open.
for empathy.
My memories of the future and somewhere I'm going to go.
You sure it's your future?
If not mine, then
I think-
God.
Communism. Oh God, no!
Communism?
This is just the right wing again. Is a sham, outdated, a mistake,
Oh, fuck.
a stupid idea. Fun fact: I think the kids in this like nursery, preschool, whatchafuck, are writing this down. You know, it's like, like come up with a descriptor for this word. Not good. Mistake. I love how mistake is spelled wrong.
I
Scribbled.
love how little kids spell things because they try their best.
I mean, to be fair, language doesn't make sense, although I am a little confused about the fact that they gave They do appear to have given actual bows to children.
Yeah.
Also, Andrew Ryan's persona.
Oh, fuck. Oh, shit.
Am I wrong?
Now we know what's keeping Rapture afloat. It's the furry economy.
What? What are these? For the pacification of... Oh! Oh no. Those are weapon racks. I thought they were like
Oh,
things...
fuck.
I thought they were like paddles that would just slid into the walls, but I think those are actual weapon racks.
Oh, dear. Unfortunate.
I do love how it's in like a little glass case.
Yeah, you
It's-
know, we would hate for someone to get hurt.
Game, what is this crossbow bolt doing?
Video game? What the fuck?
What on... How do you do that? It's on like the wrong layer. It's like floating.
Legitimately, there's so much shit in this game that's like, what did you do to cause this?
Like this is clearly on the wrong
like-
layer. It's like underneath the floor,
Yeah.
but it's on the top layer so that you see it through everything.
What the fuck?
Alright, here's the crossbow.
You sure you're ready to use that?
Yeah, they just gave the children crossbow
looks like the
training.
bolt delivers some kind of sleep agent. Probably
I
phencyclidine
can't
or
believe the
sodium
children's got to
thiopental.
play Link's crossbow
They
training.
had all kinds
I
of
want to
books
note
on
that they
it.
gave the children
How do you think I always know
tranquilizer
what ammo tells
bolts.
Knowing ain't the same as being ready.
Okay, well,
Why
good,
don't you ask
good,
Comstock how
good.
ready I was?
Your father's blood runs in your veins, but it doesn't have to be on your hands. It's up to you.
Hey, Booker, you do realize that Elizabeth's dad's blood is literally on her hands now?
She did come here for the sole purpose of killing a man.
Yeah. A stealthy approach is safer
And
and
she
more
went
efficient.
through a lot of bullshit to do it.
Okay, so that fucked up crossbow bolt was part of the crossbow, which might be why it was fucked up.
Okay.
It's still weird.
It's still weird that it happened.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on. We got people to knock out.
We've got the trank gun.
What does Ryan the Lion tell us about the tragedy of the commons? Peter the Parasite says share and share. What was that?
Oh, jeez. Can't wait to get Peeping Tom, the plasmid.
Young lady, come out
Of course
here
it's called
this
that.
instant. Oh, you do lion!
Oh, whoops.
This reminds me of the one part of Alien Isolation we were stuck on for like an hour.
That's... I guess. We were stealthing it, and being bad at it. Alright, I want to try and take her out without spending ammo. Although, to be fair, I think we're only allowed to carry, like... No, yeah, this is definitely aping Dishonored. I think we only carry, like, 2 or 3 bolts on us anyway, but, you know.
We all learned something from that.
It just feels like they were throwing everything at the wall, hoping something would stick, and it just never did.
Anyway, let's get ourselves a gun.
Oh, okay. Gun.
Yeah. We're probably never going to use the gun, so we might as well use it here, because I heard a third person in this room somewhere.
Determined, uncompromising, then fine. Issue fits.
Because again, it's not like you can hurt people with a handgun in this game.
Yeah, because you're not allowed to go full combat.
And I can't wait for Peeping Tom, because... Again, I have headphones over my ears that aren't connected to the TV, so my oral detection skills aren't that amazing.
What of it? I've been told this town was friendly to free enterprise.
Oh. Well, if he's just
First,
there...
the law against bribery. Then,
If he's just gonna lay there with his back to you.
Yeah, alright. I think we're good. Yeah, I don't hear anyone else, and they do talk to themselves a lot, so we should be fine around here. Why would I open this?
For fun. Oh. 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 Oh.
The game didn't like me
I
standing
made a
there.
mistake opening that. Game didn't like that. You've corrupted your game permanently.
Oh no. Okay, but don't joke about that. I'm actually legitimately worried. I don't trust this game not to break on me.
Fair enough.
This is the wimpiest melee attack we've had yet. It's great.
Like, once again, weird choice to nerf your female character so she could have a stealth game.
Like, I'm sorry, she stabbed the lady to death with a pair of scissors. One clean stab and she managed to kill, Daisy? What's her name? Yeah, Daisy.
Yeah.
Also,
Daisy. I don't remember her last name.
I think it was Fitzroy. Also, game, real dick move to
Right.
wave possession to my face like this.
Yeah, you know, but Elizabeth doesn't get to have any fun.
Alright, let's see. Is there anything else to loot around here before we go? Yeah, again, I don't think the difficulty actually affects the stealth in this one. It probably affects the actual direct combat, but you've got so few resources.
Yeah, it probably just affects how much they rinse your health bar.
Yeah, but again, this is a stealth game where enemies take dramatically less damage if they're aware of you. It kinda doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So sure, we can beat this one on hard. Makers and takers. This... Ah, yes. If you're a parasite, you're a rat. We fucking hate Mickey the Mouse.
Oh, of course. Why is the name Jimmy Ward familiar?
I don't know. You'll have to look that up. It might be a reference to something.
It's like,
Look, Suchong. That's the name you had me tell Atlas.
Hmm.
I don't follow.
Looks like this character Suchong has taken over the food of the restaurant. That's where the terror.
Welcome to the Circus of Value!
I have no idea. Why the fuck do I know that name?
Good to know the Rapture economy's still stupid. It's
Yeah,
still...
good. The economy's in shambles.
The prices... Okay, no, the prices are a lot worse because you get half the hand cannon ammo for $1 more than what it costs in Part 1. It only cost $8... Yeah, it only cost $8 for 6 rounds in Part 1, but now it costs $9 for 3. So it's a bit
Good. Great.
Before this place was turned into a prison.
But the first time you came to Rapture was in 1960 with Booker, when you drowned Sung.
Over a year from now. Yeah, that's right.
Wait, are you telling me that Rapture got absolutely rinsed and annihilated in less than a year?
No, it's just a jumble.
Elizabeth,
That doesn't feel right to me.
I know what it feels like. Alright. If we're gonna find Sushi,
'Cause, like, remember,
to start. I know
Yeah, there's no electroshock in the room you show up in Bioshock Infinite. Which means that Jack Ryan had already passed through there by the time he'd gotten there, and if we only got there a year from now...
That feels like a way too fast of a timeline.
Yeah, like... Alright.
I was here as well.
Shout out to me being weirdly interested in this poster for the title.
I needed something to wear that was a little more Rapture appropriate.
Gee, I wonder what could have possibly intrigued you about this poster.
I wonder why I, a trans person, why I, the egg, could have been interested in something like Genderbender. Though, to be fair, it's
Truly
mostly...
a mystery for the ages.
Though, to be fair, it is mostly about how this dude's bisexual.
Good for him.
Yeah, it's why he's a stage act.
Wow. He didn't have these
Or-
books in my
Oh
town.
wait, I think he's a comic book, actually. Man, look at this old 50s porn.
Look at the sweet, sweet... Not even 50s, this is like 20s.
Yeah, but this department store got sunk in the 50s. Because 1960's a year from now, and this department store only got sunk, like, maybe a few years back? Probably not even that, honestly.
Oh, fuck.
Jeez. Shout out to this guy
Good for
specifically
them.
for having just, like, the most weirdly defined face for this art style. Like, this lady's face is nice. This dude's face is just, what? Oh,
Honestly, vintage pinups are, like, good. They're neat.
yeah.
Not to be a lesbian on Maine or anything, but you know.
It's because they're horny, but they physically couldn't be too horny, or they would have gotten fucking annihilated by the church.
Yeah, it's like classy horny.
Dear Madam, I have received your letter regarding our new line of peeping Tom plasmids and wish to respond thus.
Huh, do you think this is why there's fucking fanfic porn for big daddies?
What my customers do with my
No.
product is there.
Oh,
If you are feeling
I take back every mean thing I've ever said about this video game. This is amazing.
if you wish, I could direct you to
Of
God.
course there would be weird people fantasizing about the big daddies. Of course there'd be them.
I mean, yeah, they're literally called Big Daddy. Tell me that's not a stripper name. Tell me that's not like the laziest stripper name in
God.
existence.
Oh, this is great world building.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. It's worth coming in here because A, this is the only porn shop in all of Rapture.
They must have been making some fucking money.
Yeah. And more importantly, it has everyone's favorite thing. Fucking... Oh, wait. I will say, I was ignoring... Oh, what? They got rid of gear? Lame. Okay, yeah. So, the audio log you couldn't hear, and is impossible to read, is basically this dude talking. This dude's responding to a complaint letter about the fact that Peeping Tom lets you spy on women through walls, which is what it was designed for. He's basically saying, fuck you, line your dressing rooms with lead if you don't want to get spied on.
That's great world building.
Yeah, that's the Rapture family. Oh, hey!
There you are.
Oh hey.
Why is this literal design... Why is this dress here? Well, let's see if the audio log has anything to say.
Don't worry.
Okay, I know why this dress is here. It's because Elizabeth came and fucking stole it before this department store got sunk, and replaced it with this. Why is this dress in good condition? This dress got absolutely fucked up by the end of Rapture Infinite.
Here's what takes the cake. The thief left an outfit in exchange. At first, I was gonna toss that thing.
I love how this outfit's also considered old-fashioned because Columbia's set in, what, the 30s?
An old-timey number with a corset, no less.
Like,
Exactly today's fashion, but
maybe
I'm a girl who can tell.
Columbia might have been even earlier than that. I don't think they'd hit the First World War yet.
Yeah. Alright. Well, let's go pick up Keeping Tom. A stupidly powerful thing.
Disappear from sight, see through walls, and sneak up on your foes.
Not only does it let you see through walls, it lets you turn invisible. And
Yeah, that's just kind of asking for trouble,
Use
isn't
this
it?
plasmid and see them through the
yeah.
walls. Worst comes to worst, turn
And they
completely
gave this
invisible and get the
upgrade.
drop on them.
And you can get an upgrade for it that lets you that makes it so it doesn't cost anything to use as long as you're not moving, so you can stay invisible forever. Because right now it
Oh, it's like the obfuscate in Bloodlines.
yeah. You still have to like actively use up your yeah, you have to stand still to see through walls. Yeah, you have to stand still to see through walls, and until we get the upgrade, it does cost Eve just to use the see-through walls function.
You were in Paris.
Once we get the upgrade, we'll be able to both see through walls for free, and be invisible as long as we don't move, and we'll just completely lose the notches from the bar.
We'd all be better off afterwards.
Yeah, once you upgrade Keeping Tom, there's basically nothing the game can do to you, because you can just be invisible forever.
Fun.
Alright.
Balanced stealth mechanics.
Yeah, it appears that once you start moving, you do not see through walls anymore, which can be a bit annoying. Especially because there's a use duration on this. Alright, that was a good use of a bullet. Because we got the bullet back! See?
Wahoo!
Circus of Values, what is your wisdom? You can carry 4 tranquilizer bolts. Don't waste them. Alright, let's get out of here now that we have literally the best plasmid in the game. Like, they just hand this to you. It's great. Not a fan
Wonderful.
Not a fan of how the plot locks require you to have lockpicks now, and you can't just use your hairpin. You know what?
Yeah,
I'm going to take
it's
this.
a little, like, they got a gate progression, but it's strange.
Yeah, I'm going to take this to mean that Elizabeth literally has her hair down for this entire DLC because the pin fell out. Yeah, we also get a thing if we hit the blue ones. A noisemaker to distract enemies.
Fun.
It has its uses. It doesn't have a ton of uses because, again, we can turn invisible, but it can be useful.
Once I could see everything. Every possible moment. And now...
You're just like everyone else.
Why? Why? Because I died here?
I do love how stupid it looks if you just spam the switch weapons button.
I can't even get back to where I was.
If you don't
Yeah. Like, this is top tier content in any game.
If I had pegged you for a loon, I might have taken thoughts on our arrangement.
If you want to talk about top tier content, let's talk about Invisible Wall from yesterday.
You're in no position to make demands. But I must confess.
Oh my, why did they do that? Why did they only do that on one of them? Why was it tilted?
Because they definitely weren't trying. Oh, hey, buddy. Are you evil?
I went back and hunted down the VOD to hear those fucking whale noises.
Yeah, they're so loud, right?
What? Like, legitimately, what did they do?
Oh, thanks. Okay, this dude's working for Atlas, so they're giving me a gift to help.
Thanks, bud.
Oh, right, yeah, the Big Daddy's still around and fucking hates us.
It's him. It's the Big Daddy. The one that killed me.
You can't trade blows with him.
Comstock put him down and he got right back up. No, I can't hurt him. I could keep my distance, but if I watched myself, he could come in handy. Enemy of my enemy.
Yeah, so theoretically, if we can lure him into enemies, he will fuck him up because he doesn't give a shit.
Yeah. I don't like that he just got back up after we had a big boss fight with him.
Yeah, like, why is that Big Daddy in particular so tough compared to all the other ones? Because according to the timeline, it's only a year between now and... Because, yeah, according to the timeline, it's not like they could have deteriorated between now and Bioshock 1. Because it's only been a year between now and Bioshock 1.
Like, it's inserting itself into this timeline, but in doing so, it's making everything make less sense.
Like, did weapons just hit different back now? Do weapons just hit different in the future?
A year from now, I guess they've made some serious advancements in bullets.
Let me in, I'm working with Atlas.
I ain't heard nothing. Nobody gets you in without a kind word from the boss.
Yeah, we're gonna come back here later to pick up Old Man Winter because we need it as a heatsink. But for now, we don't have permission. Alright, well anyway, moving on. Again, I'm not entirely sure why I'd use possession other than to get away from an enemy. Because for now, expensive.
Racket. Damn air grabber must be busted.
Oh, hey buddy.
Too much. Oh, you picked a bad spot.
Yeah. I saw something glowing down here. Thankfully, it's
Fell
not
for
like...
the trap.
Yeah, welcome to the Hall of Worthless Loot. Alright.
Gotta still be around.
Where on earth did that man go? Oh, there he is.
Don't leave me.
Oh, there he is.
Oh, he doesn't care about... I'm sorry. He only wants to kill us because he saw us harassing this little girl. That's it. Fuck off, Gabe. You're telling me...
That's it.
You're telling me a Sploicer and a Big Daddy pass each other in the street, and neither of them takes a fucking swing at the other. Fuck off, Gabe.
Apparently not.
Seriously, what was that? Why did I fall off of that when I used the skyline jump?
Like, they put a gap on it for some reason.
What are you running away for?
Zoom time. Oh no!
Thank you. My allergies. Oh! 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 Whoa! Whoa!
I feel like we shouldn't be looking at this. I feel like we're gonna get banned on Twitch.
I feel like we're interrupting a private moment.
Yeah, you ever
Okay,
just,
okay, they got it together.
you ever just vibrate with a dude?
Totally heartless.
Just guys being dudes.
When can I see you again?
What on earth is the daddy doing?
I think their AI is like bugging out.
I think it's responding to the fact that I got spotted, but they can't get to me because I'm in the vents.
Yeah. Like, I don't think their AI knows what to do when you're in the vent.
It really doesn't, no. Oh, hey,
I
shotgun.
don't think they play tested this at all.
They didn't. But hey, now I have a shotgun.
Hell yeah, I'm so glad you have a shotgun for all that great combat you're getting into.
We've confirmed completion of the ace in the hole. Suchong has it, but unlikely to give it up easily.
Man,
We'll update when we
this must be a really good code. How the fuck do you decode this? Is this like Morse or something? It's just fucking...
Like, I was gonna say Morse, but...
It's just squares and lines! Also, we need one more lockpick to get into that safe, and now I'm curious.
I mean, now you gotta find out.
Yeah, but I don't have enough lockpicks because I spent one like a dumbass in the parlor. In the porn shop.
How dare you? You're not gonna get 100% completion on this game now.
I'd argue that you need to unlock every lock to the 100% completion. Alright, what do we got? Oh, more train camera. Well, that's nice. Where are we even going right now? We're going to the Silver Fin. No, we're going to the Manta Ray. Hey, buddy. You done being an asshole yet?
Hey, bud. No.
But yeah, this dude's positively fucking invincible, and I don't get it.
Because, like, the thing about Big Daddies is, yeah, they were threatening at the beginning, but you could kill them if you tried very hard.
Hell, a pack of half-competent splicers could kill them, let alone Jack Bioshock. You're telling me that thing got up and kept going after getting fucking reamed by Comstock? Like, I don't believe you did.
Apparently so.
Alright, let's see. There's gotta be some lockpicks in here. There's gotta be something in here. Why is there nothing behind the coat rack? Stupid. Oh, right, we're gonna come back here
Didn't
later.
finish filling out this room.
Jump on the floor. Now I'm done. I love how they're just positively fucking boneless. Alright, over here.
Everyone here is just like a wacky waving inflatable tube man.
Yeah. Iron. Oh, yeah, I guess there's a damage reduction thing here. I'm trying to think. I know one of these. You can't buy upgrades for your plasmids, you gotta find them in this DLC. I think the upgrade might be in here. I'm not entirely sure, it's hard to say.
Louie. Hey, if you don't get down here soon, there's not gonna be an ounce of booze or a piece of ass for the taking.
Glass on the floor in here. I think these people would be a bit cleaner.
This whole Robin Hood business a bit too much to heart. Find these guys out there ladling soup for the purpose of building an
We're maxed out on
army.
the train camera, we can
Not to
use
share
it.
the milk of human kindness. You keep up this kind of behavior, I'm gonna start thinking there's more red in you than Karl Marx. What the hell? Splicers. Busting it!
Oh, I don't want to use the shotgun, are you kidding me? Hey, buddy. Look at that recoil. That man just zoomed. Oh, god damn it, these are Rapture shotguns. They only hold 2 rounds by default.
Oh, good.
Stupid, but alright.
Shit, we're done here.
Hey, buddy. I will say, I do think it's a neat
How
mechanic
did that not put him on alert immediately?
Detection. Yeah, there's a mechanic in this one where if you don't crouch after dismounting from a skyhook, you'll actually make noise when you hit the ground. If you don't crouch midair, they will hear you falling to the floor. Yeah, they did not change the detection, like, at all here. As long as they don't spot you, a shotgun round will put them down.
So it's just how much they hit you. Maybe.
Yeah, absolutely. Alright, let's see, I think I got everyone. I mean, there's that dude all the way over there, and the dude who's locked in that room, but I think they're pretty much good now. God, yeah, there's basically no money down here. All these bodies, and we've only got $33.
The
And I think,
Rapture economy is in shambles.
and I think that dude up there has a crossbow bolt on him, so let's see.
Let's find out.
They're gonna start putting turrets around here too, and those are just gonna be annoying. Yeah, he had trank ammo on him, so that was worth doing.
Nice.
Child who won't relinquish your ugliest dog
Yeah.
simply because it's yours.
Well, that dropped them. Oh. Oh, man, I guess that guy had more than one trank round on him. No, he had a trank round on him, but I also looted one off of his crossbow. Oh.
Hell yeah, we've got so much ammo now.
Yeah, too much ammo. He's gotta despawn by the time we get back to him. Oh no, an alarm.
Oh no, not the alarm.
Oh, there's a dude here, though. That's important.
Come back!
Thankfully, you don't need to get a headshot with the trank darts to do it. Alright. So I guess we just shotgun this thing. You can't exactly trank it.
I wish you could.
Here we go, Peep and Cloak. Removes Eve cost from visibility while standing still. So yeah, now as long as we stand
Hell
still,
yeah.
we can be invisible forever. Yeah. Oh god, you have to lockpick them to disable them.
Oh, fuck you.
And that's not stupid at all. It's not like they've enhanced their detection since, you know, the DLC, so, nah. Yeah, they're just as bad at
Like, we
detecting
have
you.
guns.
Yeah, we can't break them. And I'm not using.
You.
I am not using another lockpick
would be able to bring all
run
these
past.
degenerate splice heads in the line. I
Buddy.
gotta hand it to Atlas. After Ryan locked us up in this pit, I thought
Now, thankfully, there's a lot of
long final
people
dive
around
into
here,
the
so we're good.
abyss. But he's given us hope. Or what passes for it down in Rapture.
Yeah, 100 Eve, that's a lot.
When a person's got nothing,
Apparently, there's some
about
loot
the
behind
kindest
that
thing
thing,
you can give her.
so, why not?
or the cruelest.
And cannon ammo, why not? No, we're not gonna use that. Oh, gas bombs! They're AoE
Oh,
trank
hell
darts.
yeah.
They're also stupid. Great. None of this works. No one thought to balance this game, like, at all. Alright.
Balancing. In my Bioshock Infinite, no.
Yeah, now we just need to find the upgrade that gives us infinite peeps. That gives us infinite peeping. Because literally, you can get an upgrade that removes the cost for the see-through walls thing, and then you just have infinite power. Infinitely.
Then you can just know everything.
Yeah.
Cry like a baby. Your mother didn't love you. Why should she? What did you ever do to her?
The only restrictions are you have to stay still to see through walls, and there is a forcible delay. Oh, right, yeah. Invisibility costs E when you're moving. Forgot about that. Oh well, it's not like it's a lot.
Huh.
Literally, right now, invisible!
Just take care of this troublemaker and everything will be fine.
Yeah, like, there's no restriction on this. It's dumb.
Accustomed to such strange noises.
Yeah. Hell, anything you do, the only thing that disables seeing through walls is moving.
Better check.
There's no restrictions on this power, like, at all.
That's-
This is completely unbalanced.
I know right where you are.
Like, knowing where your enemies are in a stealth game isn't, like, a deal breaker, because Metal Gear Solid does that, but you need to structure your levels in a way where knowing where they are doesn't automatically mean you can cheese the game.
Yeah, like, stealth vision is a staple for a lot of, like, you know, first-person stealth games.
I'll be late again.
This is not stealth vision. Like, rolling stealth vision and invisibility into one is dumb, but I can kind of see logic. Giving you an upgrade you can just find not even like 10 minutes into the DLC that gives you infinite invisibility is incredibly dumb.
Me, the cold shoulder.
You know, it's a little silly.
'Cause there's at least a restriction that if you're invisible, you're constantly draining E, but now it's just like, nope.
I ain't through with you yet.
Hey, buddy. Bye, buddy. Not to mention, there's a reason you have so little ammo, and it's just because, like, but what's the point of knocking them out if you can just straight up fucking kill them? Because the only restriction is that using a loud
Yeah.
gun puts everyone on high alert, but if you can just turn invisible forever, then it doesn't matter. Especially since they're
Like, it's
quite
not
bad
like
at...
there's different endings or rewards if you don't kill anyone. It's just a thing.
Especially because these guys are quite bad at tracking you down. Like, they'll go on high alert, but they won't change their patrol patterns. They'll just be... Fuck off, Cohen.
Elizabeth, this poster. What's this all about?
Cohen
Poster.
spent 2 months as his disciple.
Oh, right.
Trying to get a line on his trafficking ring.
Yeah, so Elizabeth did spend some time in Rapture just getting the lay of the land before deciding to be an ass to Comstock.
Did he deserve it?
I suppose we all
You'd
Okay.
really think Comstock would have noticed fucking Elizabeth Cohen's new Songbird posters.
Yeah.
Also, game, fuck you
You
for
would
only...
think that.
Oh, no, it gives you 3 lock... Okay, so you get 3 lockpicks for coming in here, so you do come out ahead in terms of resources. Alright, that's fair. That's whatever. But, like, the only point to using the tranq darts is if you want something super long range. Because it's not like you're really missing a lot of supplies, either. Oh no, an alarm. Well, that's a bit different. Oh, fuck off. Okay, so the alarm can trigger turrets and shit, so that's something. That's actually pretty bad, because I think that's just there forever now.
Yeah.
It's not ridiculously bad, but it is
Does the
kind of...
invisibility work on the turret?
It does, it's just that the turret... It's just that Yeah, it does. It's just that the turret did spot me before I turned invisible. There's like a very mild delay before the invisibility goes off. So you can't just turn invisible directly in front of someone, not without taking at least a small knock, but honestly, they can't really detect you when you're invisible. Unless there's like a bump mechanic.
Yeah.
There might be, but I'm not holding my breath. Alright, what's over here? Oh, more hand cannon ammo. Nice. What do we got? One lady who's way beneath us, and that's about it, honestly. Sure. Alright.
The Silver Fin. This used to be a restaurant when I first came through. Now it belongs to this Suchong.
I'm like Elizabeth doesn't know who Suchong is.
Lacey left a trail.
Didn't... What?
I feel like... It's like Suchong... Wouldn't he be like a pretty prevalent figure considering how Rapture works? He'd be like a lead scientist, wouldn't he?
Like, I'm not up and up on the hot lore, but I feel like he was fairly important.
Seems like central heating came from this room, so it would stand to reason that the ductwork should go to Suchong's. Wait a minute.
Yeah, but I'm gonna be honest, I think this DLC is like mostly fetch quests.
Great, everyone's favorite.
You gotta get a bunch of parts to get... Like, you don't need a bunch of parts to get into Suchong's, but you need to get a bunch of parts to fix the portal machine. You gotta get a bunch of parts to get Rapture up into the sky. You gotta get a piece of hair for Suchong for some reason. You gotta fuck off with putting turrets in here, Suchong. Seriously, why? Okay, you can't even... You can't even disable this one. This one's just here. Alright, moving on. Oh look, there's another one. Disarm the device from behind. Wait a minute! Hey Ash, you know how there's like a power cost to using the see-through walls thing?
Yeah.
But you know how if you turn invisible, it doesn't cost anything as long as you're not moving?
Yes.
And you know how invisibility is a function of the see-through walls ability? I can see through walls for free without getting the upgrade.
Are you fucking kidding me? Come on, guys.
It's not like it hurts you either, because here's the thing. The only difference between getting wall sight through the ability or through the invisibility is that the invisibility takes a second to wind up, and the standard see-through walls thing is instant, but it takes a second to use the power again. There's no difference.
God.
I thought, oh yeah, at least there's a little bit of balancing, because you don't get the see-through... No, you just get the see-through walls thing once you get the invisibility forever thing.
The Suchong must have found a way to
my
reopen
God, they didn't balance this game at all.
And that upgrade wasn't hard to get. You just have to spend 2 lockpicks in the Mana Ray Lounge.
That's how he must have reopened the tower.
Which is literally directly to the left of where you start here. It's ridiculous. I thought, oh yeah, we're going to have to watch our Eve consumption, at least... I thought, oh yeah, we'll have to watch our Eve consumption, at least until we get the see-through walls thing, but no.
No.
Also, it's dark as shit in here. I should probably use the new test device.
Look, the leads back to Columbia. Plasmids.
Hey, you want to go back to Columbia?
Traffic must have been in communication.
Also, look at this hot JPEG action.
Oh, Columbia, my good. Hell yeah!
What does this have to do with Sally?
More games need to have this hot JPEG action.
I told you
Why
I
is
can't
it
do that.
why is it presented like
No,
this?
the doors are shut.
Oh shit, future sight.
Test protocol.
Oh fuck.
I use
That was
the
from
test
Quantum
protocol so
Elizabeth.
It can make a city float.
It can make a prison rise.
Thank you,
I can't
Quantum
open tears, but
Elizabeth.
we could use this device to go to Columbia and find a particle. But it's been vandalized.
You'll fix it.
Isn't it just like super convenient that there's a tear device down here?
You will fix it.
Yeah, I'll just...
Elizabeth,
Yeah, why do they have this?
fix it.
You've also got to remember the tear
There
device.
must be some information around.
Holy shit, look at how bad this picture is. It looks like a bad Photoshop.
It's not great. Like, I'm usually not one to, like, shit on people's artwork because it's rude, but this does look like rushed concept art that they then briefly polished so they had something.
This looks like Photoshop, where they took a JPEG of one of Elizabeth's models and just clapped it next to a portal.
Yeah, it looks like a photo bash for concept art where they're like, yeah, this is what we kind of want the picture to look like, and then they just used that.
This DLC costs $15.
Yeah, just, you know, friendly reminder for those at home. If you bought this new, you paid $15 entire dollars, not for the entire set, just for this second part.
This is how they finish off the BioShock franchise, unless 4 happens to be a thing. And look, they didn't even balance it. Look at this funky Wahoo glitch where you don't even need the infinite see-through walls upgrade. Because you can just see.
It's such a cash grab.
They've had years to patch this exploit out. Years.
And they never did. It's the same with the fucking whale noise and the known infinite loading glitch. They just
Yeah.
don't give a shit.
Sodium, titanium. Why would these be on schematics for... It's code. A Visionaire cipher. If we assume hydrogen is A, and iron, the 26th element, is C...
You always used to need a code key.
It's right here. Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac. Looks like a punch list for things Suchong needs to fix the machine. A cold cathode tube, a carbon dioxide scrubber, and a heatsink. Any of the vending machines should have the cathode tube. And we can look for a CO2 scrubber in the bathysphere showroom.
This code breaking's incomprehensible because who knows what a Fibonacci sequence is?
We're in a department store. We can find...
Keep your cool with old man.
God.
That'll work.
How was Suchong the code key?
Time to find those parts.
What
And then I
the
just have to
fuck?
prepare the most sophisticated
Why?
piece of technology
Why would
ever
they
created.
make a
Elizabeth,
code
you saw
where the
yourself
code
make this
key
repair.
is
You can
just
do this.
there?
Whatever you say.
I mean, I
Yes,
guess
but if I
Suchong's
had-
an egomaniac, but this is dumb.
Atlas, you there? I need a favor.
A favor? I don't suppose you've conjured up the miracle you promised yet?
I'm working on it. I'm gonna need some Old Man Winter.
You might try where they hawk them new bathyspheres. As I hear it, Old Man Winter's the only thing keeps their batteries from bursting into flames after 5 minutes.
Thanks.
Think nothing of it. But it's the last favor you'll be getting.
Shout out to the fact that you need to have the plasmid before you can pick up the upgrade for the plasmid.
Neat.
Well, we need to come back
At
here
least
with...
they thought of that.
Yeah. I still think it's dumb, because what if you found, say, one of the Ironsides upgrades before you got the Ironsides plasmid? Because Ironsides is like is something you get in the story. Unless we have to come back here with Old Man Winter. Although to be fair, they did put a vial for keeping Tom with You know, peeping Tom, so it's fine.
Penalty for vandalism of Suchong device is
Oh wait, I don't think this actually shoots at us.
even for pretty ladies.
I suppose you'd be
Oh.
Suchong. Save
Just
your
for
ammunition, your
funsies.
device doesn't work.
Device at work. Vandal sabotage. You are vandal.
Actually, I intend to fix your device. That is, unless you plan on coming down here and doing it yourself.
Also, shout out to the fact that Suchong doesn't recognize us. I do think they actually mention it, and it's somewhat addressed, but it's still fucking stupid.
I broke your code, didn't I? Now just give me the one to
Like,
open that door and we'll see.
Why
what
would you make
information-
Elizabeth such a big part of this Rapture's culture if it doesn't even fucking matter?
Literally, we need to get a hair sample.
How'd you know that?
Never underestimate the fallibility of the egomaniac.
Literally, Suchong, something we have to pick up when we go to Alternate Rapture is a hair sample from Elizabeth from a laboratory over in Colombia. But he should know that we're the
Right.
Elizabeth from the other reality. 1216, okay. Like, they even mention it.
Some more classic Bioshock Infinite writing.
Like, they even specifically mention it, too. It's dumb. Alright, where are we going?
Yes, sir.
Oh, right, we need to break a vending machine.
I'm representing Olympus Heights. Hope I do you all proud, Kay.
Alright. Where is the vending machine?
Chosen a song that's ever so
Can we just see the upgrade from here?
suggested by my dear, sweet mother.
Why would we let you just see that?
Kick back and smile, smile, smile.
Yeah, see? You can just see that.
Great. No looking required.
Oh yeah, by the way, possession now knocks out people once you... Now if you use possession on someone, they'll pass out, so as long as you have Eve, it's just a free knockout.
Great. Wonderful.
It's not like Eve is like really prevalent here or anything, no. Also, we do have conclusive proof from this DLC that Eve and Salt are interchangeable. Because what do you think we'll be finding when we go to Columbia? We're not going to be finding Eve at Columbia. Alright, need a gender machine to sell gender to us.
Finally, gender.
There, that machine. It'll have the cathode too.
Please tell me we're just gonna break this. Please tell me we're gonna break this thing permanently, by the way. No.
Please, I just want Elizabeth to go apeshit.
There was a thing I wanted to grab, because it was weird. No, not in the Manta Ray Lounge. Come on. Thanks for the $1, asshole.
God, what a loser.
I think it was on the other side. Or wait, it was literally in here. No, tranquilizer darts work no matter what, apparently. And you can loot them back off the enemy? What? Why am I allowed to take my trank dart back from him?
Oh, you know.
Oh, we need Old Man Winter to use this. Oh shit, he can come in here. Alright, we need to take some CO2 scrubber. This guy went back on alert because he saw a body. Okay, well that makes sense at least. You can't move bodies in this game, but hey.
At least they included that.
Yeah, but you still can't move the bodies, so nah. This DLC's half-baked. The stealth mechanics are half-baked. The only thing that isn't half-baked is the price tag.
god.
Hi.
Yeah, they thought very carefully about how they were gonna price this DLC.
Alright, anyway, we need to go in there, but we need 2 lockpicks to do it. Thankfully, there's a lockpick right here. I've been buying them, I swear. So it only costs 1 lockpick to do this. Alright. I treated the stealth game significantly more seriously before.
There's bound to be CO2 scrubbers.
Why is that?
If you don't remove the
But like, if I can just turn invisible and they can't see me, then what's the point?
One thing I did like about Rapture, lots of new books to read. I will need a long haul back.
Because you can just turn invisible at pretty much the... Because like, once you get that mod, you get to turn invisible at the drop of a hat, and nothing can touch you. You can just use the copious amounts of handgun ammo to take care of all the enemies, too. Because half the enemies have handguns on them, and the other half have shotguns.
You okay?
I've seen all this happen before. I've seen everything.
So, like,
That will happen, and now
forget everything I said about liking the stealth gameplay, because there's no bite to it. It's only good gameplay if you specifically restrict yourself from abusing the mechanics.
I'm gonna have to kill him.
Like, this game feels like it's afraid of consequences.
Not you.
God, that spider is still here, by the way.
I'm not even
It
me.
just really likes that wall.
No tears,
I-
no omniscience, or whatever you want.
I have a
You need to
roommate now.
you need to arrange an agreement with that spider. If it's gonna just be in your home, it should pay rent.
I mean, I could take it out. There's nothing stopping me from getting a piece of paper and a cup and just getting it off the wall. But I'm a nice person.
The humpback
It
whale.
gets to live behind my dresser, and as long as it doesn't lay eggs, then I'm fine.
Bargain basement. You gotta wear an O2 tank and a mask.
I won't know if it lays
Yeah,
eggs
you
or
don't
not.
want little baby spiders crawling around.
I'll
Speaking
get...
as someone who had a spider lay eggs in their bathroom, and then for the next 3 months, I was just battling baby spiders in there.
And they're still
Right, yeah, okay. I'll deal with the spider after the stream. It hasn't had enough time. Supposedly.
there. Steve. Submersible time of 90 minutes. That's our girl.
All the way up there.
I'm just gonna treat...
Grease monkeys had to get
My
out
method
of
for
there
dealing with that spider is the same method the fucking UN had for dealing with Germany after World War One. Leave it be and hope it doesn't fucking do war crimes, even when it does do them blatantly in front of them.
Listen, if your spider decides to do war crimes, who are we to stop it?
If the spider does war crimes, it's because it wanted to do them very badly, and who are we to get in the way of that?
Who are we to stop the spider's free will? Ask yourself that, people. Are you holding spiders back from committing more war crimes?
Is the spider not entitled to the lies of its web? Hey, buddy. You doing all... Oh, okay, so they can just shoot randomly.
Okay.
So, yeah, sitting still directly in front of them, bad idea. Oh, hi.
At least they... Real
They-
Bloodlines level moment with the stealth there, where you just didn't fucking notice.
Yeah, if they have a gun, they'll, like, randomly fire, but that's about it, honestly.
At least that's something, and it's in character for these splicers. Also, I will be right back, people. Just a moment.
Alright, I'll just show off the stealth gameplay working.
Like some cognitive primitive. You won't find me so unprepared as this one.
Oh wow, yeah, you can't just use the melee on them when they're directly in front of you. I thought there was a restriction on that. No, there isn't. What a well-made game, everyone.
Come on out, you.
I warned you to stop following me.
It's like they can't attack you because you're invisible and they're not allowed to. The best they can do is fire a random shot off if they have a gun.
Hurry up and come out. I got a lot of irons in the fire.
Alright. Hey look, it's the you no longer need salts to see through walls upgrade. So now we don't even have to use the trick.
Oh, wonderful. You got the legal upgrade for it.
Yeah, but like, why even bother using it when you can just turn invisible?
Truly, this is the why bother of video games.
It's like, legitimately, aside from that one guy just blind firing the shotgun into me, I basically haven't gotten hits.
Yeah, and you only got hit from random chance.
Yeah, like, maybe a blind fire.
Damn hooligans. They've been sneaking into the repair bay at night, riding around on the hydraulic lifts. It's some kind of make-out spot. Can't exactly blame them. God knows how boring it must be to grow up in Rapture. But their hormones are costing us money, and this isn't an amusement park. I've locked the control room. The code is 7951.
Alright, 7951. Like, this is the only reason I can think of for the fucking code pads to be this terrible.
Yeah, it's purely for the hot stealth action.
Yeah, but guess what? I can interact with them while invisible. I can literally reload this shotgun while invisible. You can do literally anything while you're invisible.
Like, well, not to bring it back to Bloodlines again, but even with Bloodlines, being able to do actions while invisible
was like
is
a
like the last upgrade that skill gets.
It was a major upgrade that required forever to get. Oh hey, we got the radar range. Hold R2 to fire a mic.
Some fucking sucks, but at least it was balanced.
Yeah. Keep the beam focused on an enemy to make him explode and damage anyone near. Why on earth would I use this thing in a stealth game?
Why didn't they just give you the hack gun again?
The hack gun would have been too powerful. What are you talking about? Knowing them, they would have let the hack. They would have let you hack the Big Daddy if you had the hack gun.
Oh my god.
Again. Apparently Hypnotize Big Daddy only comes out in the next year because they specifically make a jab at the fact that Hypnotize Big Daddy doesn't exist at this point in the timeline. Oh, why not?
Like, once again, making it be a year until the events of the first game feels like it compresses this timeline way too much.
That guy was already on high alert, so he didn't respond to his buddy getting shot.
Must have just been the wind.
Bastard must be using a stealth boy. Do I just need to put the same code in? Is that how this works? What was it? 7951? Sure. Yes, this is how long it takes to punch in the code.
It's just inconvenient.
Alright.
And not in a fun way.
Yeah, it's like, what's the gameplay implication? It's so easy to take out enemies. Not to mention you can be invisible forever, and it's not even, like, hard to get. Also, why does this game keep spawning people? It's rude.
In the hopes that one day you will die.
Another one.
Although, shout out to the fact that Peeping Tom highlights literally all the loot in the area. That's nice.
It's great. Why would you need to look around?
Wow, what a bad shot. Literally, the only weapon that interrupts invisibility is the crossbow. Because the crossbow's reload animation needs both hands, unlike literally any other weapon in the game. So paradoxically, the crossbow is bad for stealth.
God.
Yeah, so those things just blind fire. Which is stupid.
They just shoot.
I don't like how the game just spawns those if you trigger an alarm, because that just feels dumb. Especially since you can't disable these things either.
Yeah, they should be there already. Otherwise, what the fuck? What's the point of designing a level and learning the level if they're just gonna spawn random shit?
No, you can disable them, but I want to know what's happening to the texture here.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Look away.
How do you mess up something this simple? Alright.
Do we need to talk about the whale noises again? They clearly weren't checking this code at all.
They weren't. But seriously, that's a static model. It has like 0 moving parts. How is it this fucked up? Give me those coins. The Rapture economy's in shambles. Alright. What is even back here? What was the point of coming back here? Oh, I guess this is just an alternate way to get back here if you don't find the code. But that's still stupid. That took me 3 lockpicks to find out. There isn't even anything good down there, just a medkit. No, we're gonna be on 1 pixel of health.
Your
because
3 lockpicks and a medkit down the drain.
Yeah.
What's that, cookie face?
God. I want to come over here so I can bap you?
Come here, baby. I ain't sore.
This blatantly shouldn't work, by the way.
You should be ashamed.
That only seems to be knocking them back.
You're only gonna do real damage that way if they don't see you coming.
Oh, oh, oh.
If they don't have guns, they can't blind fire. Also, if you do the sneak attack button while they can't see you, but they do see you, it doesn't cancel the sneak attack. No one balanced this.
I don't even think they play tested this. I think they just shipped it.
You know what? I think you're right. Alright, so what's next? We have the CO2 scrubber.
Listen, I know the studio was going through some shit, and like, before this even got released, most of their staff was laid off, but still, you shouldn't release something in this state.
If you kill her, I truly hope you are happy living down here. Put down roots, raise a family. Or maybe you think Andrew Ryan is going to ride to your rescue.
Fair enough. But remember,
Out of curiosity, how come more splicers don't have powers? Because it's not like Adam is being used in recreational drugs. Although I guess they might have. Although I guess they probably what's happening is that they're using gene tonics instead of straight up plasmids, and that has the same deleterious effects.
Maybe.
Like, I have to assume that's what's going on.
Come on in and watch this. All right.
Hello, boys! So, yeah, I'm supposed to use the gas grenade here. But none of these guys have guns. Except for that one right there.
I don't need eyes to know you're here. Give me the cold shoulder.
So that guy could kill me if he wanted to. But he won't because he's unconscious!
He wanted to.
Let's work something out.
This game fucking sucks!
Oh, this is stupid.
I'm buying a medkit. Can't stop me. Alright. Find Old Man Winter. Don't we just need to go to the saloon or something?
Come on out where a fella can see you.
Hey, buddy. I don't feel like walking over to you. So just die for me, will you? Good job, buddy!
Good job, bud.
You didn't even manage to kill me. You had so many people and you didn't even manage it. This is hard
Atlas
mode.
sent me here for some Old Man Winter.
You haven't been around here long, have you?
What makes you say that?
Yeah, 'cause you're the only one of us that don't smell like the reptile house at the zoo.
You're telling me no one bathes down here? There's water everywhere.
Now be quick about it and just take the winner.
Like, it is not that hard.
Oh yeah, just take the winner. I'm going to take everything because this place is going to get raided in like 6 seconds. It's great.
I mean, who's gonna stop you? Them?
Of course not. They can't see me. I don't exist. Not even gonna listen to the audio diaries because I don't think any of them have to do with a key code right now. And if they do, well, we'll find out.
Fuck it. Who give a shit?
Let's see. Isn't there a... Yeah, there's a med kit back here. Hey, buddy. You run afoul of John Topside? Oh, I see. He was a company man. Alright.
Another coded message. Attempt to retrieve Ace in the Hole from Suchong unsuccessful. Ryan Private Security killed
Yeah,
3
like,
of
legitimately, I think the only
them. We
thing...
need to explore alternate means of obtaining Ace.
For some reason, they just made it so that they specifically needed you to get the ace in the hole for them.
Like, it's just unnecessary.
Just what we needed. Was the last one?
Now you think you can
Alright,
save her?
let's get out of here.
Sure. I've been fixing quantum field generators since kindergarten.
Hi. Hi, hi, hi. Knocked you out.
Hi, friend.
That you, honey? Totally heartless.
Are you...
Come here, baby.
You feeling alright? No, you're not.
I don't think he is.
Alright.
I think he lived.
Oh, right. We need to go back to Suchong's place. Alright, well, we're not going to
Repair
piss...
the Lutece device to get a thing, to do a thing, to do another thing.
We're not going to piss with the daddy, because he can go into fountain head. That's about it, honestly. Oh shit, that's an ice guy. Why are there so many freaking people everywhere? I know I'm not clearing them out, but this is stupid.
It's a lot. Like, this might be due to hard mode, but I doubt it.
I think this game's just poorly balanced.
Hey,
You want a
bud.
kiss, buddy?
Hey, bud, how's it going?
You know what Elizabeth mentioned? Oh yeah, what if... Oh yeah, we can use the Big Daddy, the enemy of my enemy. What the fuck does that mean if he's just chilling?
Yeah, like, it would make more sense if he attacked everyone indiscriminately.
That's too hard to code. He probably only attacks him if he's aggroed to me.
God.
He's also stupid, but why
Man,
not,
this
right?
dude is on you.
Alright, let's just run. If we die, we die. Nothing matters anymore. See? Because guess what happens? Oh! I guess we do literally die. Never mind.
Fun.
Alright. Does this do anything, or did we just lose the DLC?
I am extremely curious.
I think we just lost the DLC. It's not like
We
it's...
just lost the game.
Oh, let's get out of here. Let's just
Oh
walk.
well.
Just fun fact, we can move while we're invisible. I just don't do it that often. Because it's a little expensive. That's it, really. There's nothing of supreme interest going on here. Alright, let's get going.
This is just a mediocre game.
Alright. Oh yeah, there's infinite Eve in here, so if we ever need a top-up, we can just pop in here.
Great.
Because you need Eve to use Old Man Winter on that thing, and also I need to go find the Old Man Winter thing. The Old Man Winter upgrade that we unlocked. But yeah, like, this Eve bottle right here just respawns indefinitely. I think.
Fun. I love resource management.
Yeah, but it respawns indefinitely because you need Eve in order to actually, like, progress the game. Here. Let's take that. Add an AoE to projectiles so you can freeze multiple people. You know, when we come back, you want to go pick up that other Old Man Winter upgrade, or do you just want to get on with it?
You're the one playing.
Let's just get on with it. I don't think we're going to be using Old Man Winter that much anyway. Yeah, see, it's respawn now.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's some shotgun ammo. Where's the thing in the jig? There we go, the Catherine.
Not the perfect phosphor frequency, but it'll do. Everything's fixed. We're ready.
Let's fire it up and see. What'd I tell you?
You know what's weird?
Yay.
You know,
Let's enter the sweet JPEG.
Never mind. I thought Suchong was gonna do a thing. We still need to pick up a thing for Suchong, but I guess we don't need to do it yet. Oh yeah, guess where we are? We're on the fucking First Lady behind that door we weren't allowed to look behind.
Oh my God.
First Lady Mark II was built around a particle lift system, just like all the buildings in the city. I read all about it in the Columbian Scientific. The particles seated at the top of the structure must be up that lift.
Yeah, so if it... So yeah, this is gonna be a pretty short jaunt, huh?
Like a lot of technology just to
Yeah,
float in
I'm
airship.
sure nothing will go wrong.
Comstock never heard of hydrogen.
The First Lady Mark I did run on hydrogen, and it was destroyed by a single bullet from a Vox sniper. Unfortunately, the Prophet wasn't...
Literally, why is the only thing in this room back here, in Lady Comstock's, like, private airship, her dress? Like, there isn't even anywhere to sit on this boat.
particle, then the First Lady was just a 40-ton paper.
Because they didn't actually think about how this would function in an environment.
Also, I love this. I fucking love this. Oh yeah, Ash, I love this and I fucking hate this. So, we can't take the particle in the engine because guess what? Booker and Elizabeth are gonna come back through here. So we just gotta take one of these we just gotta take the single spare that's on the rack directly next to it.
Here we go. Now let's head back through that tear.
Oh, come on.
The big fetch quest here isn't to get the particle, because somehow Suchong can keep us out using the tear device.
Into some spliced up maniac.
He'll make a mistake. I just have to be ready to take advantage of it when it happens.
All for a girl you barely know.
How well did you know me when you came to Columbia?
Hey, Elizabeth, that doesn't work as a snack retort, because Booker came to Columbia for a completely different reason. Going to Columbia was because someone told him to come here. You're here of your own volition.
Pretty lady not finished.
Booker had his own fucking problems.
Open the tear.
Power for device very expensive. Eat for that.
Just tell me what you want.
Such a wonder something is simple. Lock of hair.
Oh, you're not serious.
Not your hair, stupid.
Suchong, you have a picture of me coming out of a tear in your lab, directly next to the tear device.
But he just doesn't recognize you for convoluted reasons.
He doesn't recognize us as the Elizabeth that Songbird is directly linked to. The reason he wants this lock of hair is because he wants to figure out how to tie the little sisters and the big daddies together.
Come on!
They don't even give you a unique plasmid. I thought Ironsides was unique, but you know what this is?
What?
Ironsides is just that shield plasmid from Infinite, but with one of the upgrades pre-installed.
Come on!
Because what it...
Why couldn't this have been another Minerva's Den where it was cool and fun?
It's cool and fun, fucking expensive, yet ingrate. Perry the Parasite
I'm
asked
checking how much Minerva's Den was.
Perry the Parasite asked for cool content in his DLC. Ryan the Lion says just package what's already here.
I'm so sorry for expecting good.
Oh yeah, Ash. Look, they're retconning Daisy being a bloodthirsty murderer.
You've misunderstood us.
We neither asked you to harm the child.
Nor did we promise that yours would be the hand that would set.
It's the retcon!
A famous man once said.
And a famous man shall say.
Yay!
But I fear I shall never visit the valley below.
But you mean I won't live to see the...
I don't get this, because surely, if we just cut out the entire Daisy arc, then all it means is that there's no mid-step between naive Princess Elizabeth and cold, callous Elizabeth. But like, what? Elizabeth doesn't even kill Comstock. Booker does.
Turn her into a killer.
Yeah, like, Booker kind of brutally kills him. And it would have been way more impactful if that had been given to Elizabeth.
Yeah, but like, here's the thing. Nothing Elizabeth does, because of how much more cold and callous she is, actually affects Booker killing Comstock.
God.
Except for maybe...
Also, Minerva's Den is $9.99.
Minerva's Den was so much better than this. Like, hell, Elizabeth getting captured by Songbird had nothing to do with being a killer, because the reason she got captured with Songbird is because we were going to Comstock's house to get the device to control Songbird so we could leave Columbia. She only wanted to deal with Comstock after Comstock had tortured her. This retcon also makes 0 sense.
Nothing makes any sense in this fucking game.
Because that would cost too much money. And good writing. And good writing is expensive when you're making a cash grab DLC.
God.
Now where are we going? Fine things laugh. Fine things laugh. You're still telling me to go up? I'm telling you to go this way. Game fuck
Like,
off.
the pathfinding seems to get really lost with the skylines.
Yeah, no, Salt and Eve are literally completely interchangeable. It's literally a 1-to-1 conversion ratio.
It would have been way more interesting if you had a completely different set of powers here, because you just couldn't get any Eve.
It would have been way more interesting if you could only use Ironsides here. Because Ironsides is the only vigor you have in Columbia.
I mean, come on. Once again, the reality hopping is such a cool fucking concept to put in your game, and they just do nothing with it.
Just gotta go out the door. Why is this thing being so useless? I don't know. Alright, let's see. Oh, hey, Locker. I said lockpick. Game. Hi! I have too many fucking trank darts.
We're too powerful, please nerf.
Okay, so let's see. The fucking shop conveyor belt should be over here, so that's nice. We're not allowed to use the Vinny Vinny Vigor machine or the Minuteman's Armory because they're just not on right now. God, it's like, why did they even change it to Ironsides if it's still blatantly just the shield thing? And also, I'm pretty sure... Nah, whatever. It's blatantly just the shield thing.
Oh, you know.
Alright, Finn came up with a stupid clock thing for his fucking house. So, certain rooms are only open during certain times of day unless you get a special clock key to fake it.
This just seems like a hassle for him. I can see him doing this for his workers, but why him?
Hey look, we just got the clock key. The only thing this does is make accessing all the rooms in this building really fucking stupid.
A giant clock.
Sort of. Looks like the mechanism
It's a gimmick that just...
All it does is make it so that if you... make it so you have to go through an animation to open the doors. That's it. These doors could have just been open and it would have changed nothing about this DLC.
Like, I know I'm ragging on the idea, but this isn't a bad concept for a game where, like, only certain things are open and you spend a lot of time in this area just kind of dealing with this clock blocking you all the time, and then at the end of the game you get the ability to control it. But they present a problem, and then they give you the solution immediately, so now it's just a hassle.
Yeah. Also, sorry to the viewers, I know you physically cannot read these because I can't, but we're gonna check the Lutece ones because I think these ones are the messed up ones. Okay, so these guys can't have kids unless they return to their original universe, to their original Columbia, but they died in that one, so they can't go back to that one. So they can't have kids unless they give up their powers. Okay. Thanks, Robert.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe I'm misremembering something. Maybe we don't have to have the discussion about sibling relationships. Alright, is there something in leisure? Things complaining about how vigors work.
As to the matter of religion, let me place myself in the camp of the agnostic.
Come up with a more inconvenient
Yeah, like, it doesn't make sense that you can just...
If there is a God, and I've seen more evidence to the
Yeah, it doesn't make sense that you can just interchange vigors and plasmids, because they're derived from completely different sources.
The cost of all these underwater expeditions are murdering my margins.
Yeah, he's like considering the cost-benefits analysis of using Atom to make powers and plasmids. But yeah, drinking Atom is significantly less useful than stabbing yourself. So yeah, you can't just drink Atom like you drink a vigor. But like, Eve is derived from Atom, so it doesn't make sense that you can just interchange them with salts.
How to get that idiot his lock of hair.
It's... This game frustrates me.
Like, you're not allowed to put reality hopping into your game without considering the mechanics of being in a distinct reality. Are we literally... Look! How does wiping every Booker and Comstock...
Welcome to the Bioshock Infinite clip show.
How does getting rid of every single Booker and Comstock work if clearly Booker and Comstock are still here in this reality?
You're the only one who...
Like, it completely just takes away from the ending that the original game had, which is the only thing it had going for it.
Because clearly, killing Booker at the end of the game was a meaningless gesture.
Please.
I think Booker would miss you.
Yeah, this Booker can't actually weigh in on how Booker thinks, because this Booker is actually just a hallucination Elizabeth came up with to present her thoughts and feelings to herself. Because Quantum Elizabeth knew that regular Elizabeth wouldn't be able to remember shit unless she made fake Booker to explain shit to her. I don't know, let's go find the hair sample this game's talking about.
Where are you going? Here I come.
Alright,
How much longer would you say we have in this DLC?
Not a ridiculous amount of time. Once we go back to Rapture, that's pretty much it. Like, we only gotta run through, like, what, 3 rooms to get out of here?
Alright, so we can finish this today then.
Yeah, we'll probably run a little long on the stream, but not, like, ridiculously so.
We are going to finish the Bioshock series.
We're gonna finish the Bioshock series by bitching about it.
It really is unfortunate that you guys couldn't hear all the nice things we said about it.
Yeah, like, you can reload guns one-handed. The only weapon that fucks up your invisibility is the stealth gun, the crossbow. Legitimately, the handgun's better than the shotgun because the headshot kills everything, but the shotgun has a range restriction. Or does it? Yeah, you can reload this thing one-handed. And half these enemies have shotguns or handguns. And those always give you at least 1 bullet.
This game is just so much all the time.
But generally, if an enemy has a gun on them, just shoot them. Unless they're the stupidly tough guy right here. Because this dude's nigh unkillable. Unless you get him with the stealth bat. Never mind, he has a helmet on.
Great.
But can I tranquilize him? Yes! Like, an enemy you physically can't take out is actually really good for a stealth game. I wonder why they didn't bother. I don't care.
Humps.
Yeah, like literally all we have to do is go through here and then go back the way we came in, and then we're done.
A killer.
That's it.
God.
That's Bioshock Infinite. There you'll see. You just have to get the hair
The
sample
video
and get
game.
back.
I'm not Booker.
And we're already like halfway through. Because getting in is literally, we get in, we get the hair sample. I don't think there's even enemies back here because this is like a plot section where they go on about how Big Daddies and Songbird are the same thing.
Cross-reality collaboration. It all
There's a
makes
tear
sense.
looking at a Big Daddy.
The little sisters and the big daddies. Songbird and me.
Constants and variables.
Elizabeth is giving a speech about how just how Rapture has Big Daddies and Little Sisters. Columbia has her and Songbird. Because universes have to be consistent no matter what, and that doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is it a universal constant that there'd be a little girl in mechanical monstrosity?
That's a wire. If you separate a gorilla from its real mother,
It doesn't really. It's just there to be there.
It's just there because they needed to draw more comparisons, and so they could get to say constants and variables again.
Like, I can buy that this universe always needs to have some sort of fucked up dystopian utopia city.
Skeletal formula for
Like, I'll accept that as a universal constant. I'll accept the lighthouse as a universal constant, because that's cute. But now you're just... You're getting into the area where it stops being cute.
Because it just... Yeah, like, it's cute. Oh yeah, there's a lighthouse that leads to a theoretically paradisical, but actually fucked up city? Sure, that's cute, that's fun, that's nice. But now you're saying that the existence of little girls being guarded by big fuck-off biomechanical fuckos is just a thing that exists now. And is consistent across all realities.
No.
That's, like, if nothing else, it's such a strange comparison. Like, it's such a forced comparison.
It really is, and it doesn't need to be there. You're just tying yourself to do it.
Is Songbird a living being, or is it a robot? This looks like a robot.
We never did get confirmation on that.
Like, if he was using chemicals... Like, if he was using chemicals to try and train Songbird onto Elizabeth, then clearly there's a dude somewhere inside of Songbird. Because Songbird also has compassion and empathy, which is how bonding actually works, apparently.
God.
Booker, the little girl in the film. It's me. My God.
I kind of don't get this, because, like... This implies there's no way to direct... Like, in order for this imprinting process to be worth it, there'd have to be no way to actually control Songbird. But there's already the Songbird defense
But there
thing.
is.
Like, if Songbird... Like, if they couldn't directly control Songbird, then yeah, this imprinting thing makes sense. Because making Songbird want to protect Elizabeth would let you indirectly control him. But since there's already the Whistler thing, so that you just directly control him however the fuck you want, what's the point?
The point is, we wanted to tie this in again.
It's like a wheel of blood spinning round and round.
Alright. We got the hair sample from ourselves.
He sent you all the way back here for a sample of your own
Now all we have to do is we have to go back to Rapture, and then we have to go back into the Manta Ray Lounge, and then we're done.
For a pound of science.
Because after that, there's no more
Let's
enemies.
go.
There's just a small sequence where they show you a Big Daddy imprinting onto a little sister, and then you're gone. And then that's it. And then the video game is over.
God.
Hope you enjoyed nothing happening for 3 hours. Let's go.
This really is the filler arc of Bioshock.
It really is, huh? I'll take that Eve. It's not even relabeled Assault. It's still just Eve right now.
You couldn't do one thing.
No, that'd be too fun. Yeah, okay, I guess that one voice line must have been taken out of context unless there's another audio log. Because that one voice line, yeah, the interpretation I had for that voice line was not directly interpreted from the game, it was from a fucking YouTube comment, I remember, so, you know, yeah, that makes sense.
Okay.
Okay, so they did not have incest as, like, an actual plot point in this game. It didn't stop the fic writers,
Thank
but it
God.
wasn't actually in the game. Unless I just didn't find it. Robert Lucas definitely fucks. We did find the audio log confirming that.
Do you think Daisy really even had a choice?
Of course she had a choice.
Now I'm planting a pair of scissors in her back to protect a child.
Of course she had a choice about whether or not to threaten a child.
She chose to die for her.
Yeah, like...
Do you think she had a choice? Immediately followed up by she chose to die. What the fuck does that even mean, Elizabeth?
Did I ever even have a choice?
Literally, do you think
They're
Daisy had a
really
choice?
making decisions.
Booker thought he did.
They're trying to sound deep, but literally, do you think she had a choice? Immediately followed up by she made a choice.
All these infinite
From the mouth of the exact same
This is
character.
so
we end up
lame.
just going down
It
the same
is.
paths.
Now I'll take your meaning.
My father sold me to settle.
Also, I think it's really funny, but because we have medkits on us, we don't even need to try and survive running through, because we can just out-heal any damage the game throws at us.
Here you are.
Oh, hey, look, there's a handyman.
And say we find her. The old passed their damage to the young.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Isn't it too late for her now?
Well, I'd say that's up to her to decide. Just coming
Wahoo!
back here.
Look, there's us leaving on the First Lady.
There we go.
Also, this is not where the tear was. The tear was like 5 feet that way. I'm sorry, game. That doesn't fit. That's stupid. Like, that's still contrived. Also, Suchong is still a stereotype. He might have sounded like that in the base game, but I still think that. But I still don't trust this game because it's incredibly racist already.
Yeah, like the Bioshock games haven't ever handled race particularly well. This game is the worst.
Oh yeah, Ryan knows we're here. So he's
Straight
going,
up.
Ryan knows we're here, so he's going to send enemies at us. How do you think we'll deal with them?
Uninvited.
Die.
We could we could take some time, like cleverly lay traps down, but genuinely, we're maxed out on tranquilizer ammo. We're maxed out on gas ammo. We're pretty much maxed out on lethal ammo. We have infinite visibility, and there's Eve everywhere. We don't care.
In a desire to escape from my generosity. If they shall not have asylum, then they shall have liquidation.
I'm not entirely sure. It has been a minute since we played Bioshock 1, but this does sort of sound like Ryan did. So it's a better vocal mimic than the guy from Bioshock 2 was.
I don't claim to understand what you are,
I think it was the same guy. I just don't think he got the voice right again. Like, I'll check.
Yeah, check if the voice actor here is the same guy.
Work for me or die with Atlas.
I'm not going anywhere without that girl.
But again, even if it was the same guy in 2, like, the voice was so off.
I won't leave without her.
My men stand ready to take down the door. In 60 seconds, they will enter the room. They will either treat you as a valued employee of Ryan Industries, or as a thief in the night.
Yeah, he was in Bioshock, Bioshock 2.
60 seconds.
And then he was in Minerva's Den.
I've gotta get ready.
And it's also him.
I can use plasmids.
I think he had a hard time getting the voice again.
Yeah.
Surprise them. Take them down one by one.
Okay, so we do actually have to kill these guys, but again, infinite invisibility, even if they have powers, they're not that tough.
40 seconds.
Although, supposedly gas grenades won't work since they have gas masks on, but we still have direct tranquilizers.
Yeah.
Like, the game wants us to spend this time setting down traps and prepping the room to kill, but, like, we don't need it.
The weak. The men who come for you have much in common with those great animals. What
Shut up,
sharks
Andy.
do for the ocean, these men do for rapture. 20 seconds. I will tell you something you already sense. Atlas does not honor agreements. Andrew Ryan does. I cannot save your Sally, but I can save you. Time. You're not a hero. You're not even a parasite. You're just a room.
Ryan, I thought roots were your favorite kind of people. His rubes are all who came.
Ryan is not being written as well as he was.
His rubes are the only people who came here. Oh, these guys are just Houdini splicers. That's it. That's all that's special here.
Great.
All right. Did you see her fucking work that lever one-handed? That was great.
She's so talented.
Good job, buddy. Okay.
Come out. Let's get this over with.
Well, are you done? Finally. Let's just use a trank on him. If I was point blank, I would be able to take him out with a shotgun, but nah. Oh, I see.
Not in the mood for this hide and seek.
So the only distinction with these guys is that you may need to land a headshot to tranquilize them. But only if they're Houdini splicers.
Huh.
Man, what a tough defense segment.
The better man won. Isn't that the only thing you respect?
Really, truly, we are on a hard mode.
Yeah.
Sounds like all hell's breaking loose out there. What's your plan?
I can't just place the particle on the ceiling. It would just tear right through it. Every building in Rapture
Alright, so...
into the ocean on a lunette ring.
Yeah, now we need to go to the Manta Ray, lift the entire building, watch a cutscene, walk through a small gallery, and then watch another cutscene, and then go to Pirate Shop 2.
If you're gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat, now's the time to do it.
Did you lean away from your mic when you said that? Because you got real quiet.
I really should just switch the headphone mic, but I was talking into my knee apparently.
We'll make sure you've access to the private elevator. Now hurry.
But yeah, we just lift the building.
One day we'll get all of our audio settled.
Right. Oh yeah, it's a war zone out there now, which changes something. What the fuck was the code for this door again? Oh, there we go.
There we go.
Alright, let's just head to the Manta Ray Lounge. No, I'm not even gonna run. I'm just gonna walk there.
Just, you know, going for a casual jaunt.
They're so distracted, they're not even trying to kill after me.
They got bigger problems.
Yeah, literally, it's just a quick little stroll down to the end. I will give the game props if they hit me. Alright, I'll give them props. Now I just turn invisible while I walk.
They hit you once. What a good video game.
Alright. And with that, we have officially beaten BioShock Infinite Burial at Sea Part 2.
I know.
We done it!
That's it! That was the last gameplay segment, everybody! That little defense segment? This elevator ride? That's it! All we've got is basically a walking sim now.
It's just like the end of the base game.
Yeah! It's just like the end of the base game, where you have to very slowly walk from point A to point B while staring at stuff.
You know Atlas will betray you.
And what are you? My best friend?
The one I harmed in this world, or others. And now, your misguided sense of altruism sends you to your doom. It's like watching Isaac Newton die in a house fire. A vain attempt to save his cat.
Alright. It's still stupid that we didn't have to put any effort into tracking down the Lutece particle or the clock key.
There. All the load-bearing columns
Yeah, like, everything was just handed to us, which made this feel, like, pointless.
Yeah, like, we didn't have to put any effort into getting any of those, into getting the clock key, the Lutece particle, or even Old Man Winter, really. Alright. Are you ready to have one of the more harrowing cutscenes in this video game?
Let's go.
Are you ready to get fucking lobotomized?
I'm so ready.
Alright, let's go!
Wahoo!
Also, I don't care what you say, there's no way this one room supports the entire weight of this entire fucking department store.
Oh, absolutely not.
If nothing else, that particle should just punch through the ceiling. Oh, hey, Comstock.
Just give me the girl.
I actually have no idea who that dude is.
Nothing to you.
You've got that right. The girl
Just the guy.
He doesn't even look like one of Atlas's goons. That's actually Atlas's butler right there. Alright, so now we're going to be sedated for several weeks now.
Great.
Like, the game...
No cause for alarm. She's well sedated.
Thanks, Lonnie. We're definitely well sedated.
The Kashmir's all on to hell. If Ryan didn't know we were back before, I'm sure now he's got the message.
What do you want with this?
If anybody's got the line on the ace, it's her. Find out what she knows. But no quackery. She's no good to us with a halo and a set of wings.
I get started as soon as the chloroform wears off. Don't see her as too tough a nut.
I'm glad we just skipped the bit where Lonnie tortures us, by the way. Because that just doesn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, never mind. I guess it does happen.
What?
There's an ace in the hole.
I don't know what you're talking about. Look, we had a deal.
Where is the ace in the hole?
Oh, you're not very good at this.
Sodium salpental. Are you familiar?
Yeah.
No. Truth serum. Unpredictable stuff. Too little, nothing.
I have
Too
nothing
much.
to tell
The
you.
subject
I don't
is
even know what an ace in the hole is. Ah!
I'm still playing.
Hey, Ash. Okay. Elizabeth says all these subtitles while the last set of subtitles were on screen.
Good. I'm so glad they've done such a great job of captioning this fucking video game.
Not childhood. There's a profit to be made. And men who make it.
This game really just wants to be like super... This game really just wants to be like super deep and impactful. So just having Elizabeth stare into a mirror while she says stuff.
It's the ending of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Folks say it's only a matter of time till Atlas's entire mob comes out waving.
Yeah, but at least Not Snake did stuff while staring into the mirror. He punched the mirror. It didn't just fall apart around him while he stared at it.
You've been down 2 weeks, love. Feckin' doctors. Better off hiring 1,000,000 monkeys.
Look at that.
What did you expect?
I think he truth serumed us so hard we passed out for 2 weeks.
Now, darling.
Not, we were out for
Jesus.
2
You
weeks
were
total.
Sue Chong's lab assistant and all. Why not tell me where me ace in the hole went to?
I don't know.
As I said, I'm no doctor. But that doesn't mean I don't find the field fascinating. I keep up on all the medical journals and the like.
I hope you have someone to help you with all the big words.
You know what part of the brain free will comes from? Stubbornness? The prefrontal lobe. Now, I think it's fair to say you're a bit of a stubborn one, are you not? A man named Steinman taught me this. He's a bit of a lunatic, but a fine surgeon. He calls this little trick a transorbital lobotomy.
Why does the cosmetic surgeon know what a transorbital lobotomy is?
If you won't remain still, I can't be held responsible for what comes
Knows.
next.
Like, I know Steinman was pretty awful at his job, but he was still a plastic surgeon.
I'm moving the pick.
Shout out to the fact that I'm pretty sure that screen effect isn't supposed to be floating off the edge of the screen like that.
And resting it on your skull.
Probably not.
There's about
Game, this is a pre-rendered
Misaligned
cutscene.
it.
Game, this is a pre-rendered cutscene. How do you mess up your screen
This
filter?
is your big moment. Where you torture your main character live on screen like it's fucking Outlast.
But I don't expect it'll take more than a few of those to reach the meat. And then we might find you a bit less the mule.
To be fair, it really doesn't look like that needle's in her eye socket. Like I think it's supposed to be in her eye socket right now.
Creativity.
God.
The way he talks,
I'm
I
just
think.
gonna say it's.
Personality.
No, continue. I've got a big thing that I'm trying to word.
Nah, do your thought. I was just talking about how it's probably in your eye right now.
I just. It's weird that of all the Bioshock characters, the one who goes through the most active torture is Elizabeth, who is the only major, like, mainline female character. It's just... It's something about... I don't know how to word this. It's very strange that she suffers so much compared to the other protagonists.
I mean, to be fair, subject.
This isn't just a problem with this game, it's a problem across media where like female characters just get fucking tortured for no reason.
Yeah, it happens. Yeah, it's how they develop Lara Croft in all the Tomb Raider and all the recent Tomb Raider games. It still doesn't really work, but you know, you're gonna prove she's a strong female character by stabbing her through the torso 3 times.
Like, it's just the fact that they felt the need to do this to her character.
Yeah.
When none of the other protagonists have to deal with this shit, you know?
Holy shit, that's what Booker looks like?
And what's behind all
the cover of the game. The cover of the game makes him look so much better. He just looks like a dork here. This is Ethan Winters again. This is Ethan Winters in the detective outfit.
Oh my god, Ethan Winters, my man! It's so good to see you.
This is where Ethan Winters goes after Resident Evil 8.
I don't like it here.
I'm so glad.
He's
Good for
never gonna let
him.
me go, is he? Even if I bring him the ace.
Yeah, like,
then why am I here? How if I
in
was so smart?
defense,
If I
I'm
saw
not really
so
saying it's a defense,
much,
because
why just
Elizabeth
send
does
myself to
actually
slaughter?
get tortured, both during the plot and on screen. But to be fair, Jack Bioshock is a brainwashed child super soldier thing, and Subject Delta is literally a big daddy. So both of them do get...
Yeah, like, the other ones go through shit, but it's never, like, as graphically on screen as the shit that happens to Elizabeth.
Not to mention, as fucked up as they are, it's all, like, backstory for them. Also, I just realized this, but did the game do that load-in thing where it can't quite keep up with you turning around in a pre-rendered cutscene? This is a pre-rendered cutscene, but it had the side tearing thing.
Suchong's clinic. It's at Suchong's clinic.
That's a bit convenient now.
Also, this franchise needs to make up its mind as to whether or not little sisters are fucking invincible or literally just little girls.
That's right.
It really can't decide.
In Bioshock 1, they're just little girls. In Bioshock 2, they're literally invincible. In Bioshock Infinite, they're back to just being little girls again.
I
In
mean, this game is pretending like 2 doesn't exist because they're major cowards.
Yeah, but it's also pretending that all Big Daddies are on the same level as Subject Delta was.
One of the lads will show you how to get inside. We'll be waiting for you where you come out. Shake a leg now. The Lord
You know what it
hates a
is? The Big Daddy in this DLC is about as powerful as a big sister is in Bioshock 2.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, by the way, they can't get into Suchong's lab because the biometric defenses are all keyed to all of Atlas's men and not just all intruders. So we can get in because we're not keyed to, because we're not blacklisted in Suchong's laboratory. Buddy, this is the
Why
fucking
does he have a blacklist instead of just a whitelist for specific people that he wants?
No. Oh yeah, by the way, here's why no other Big Daddies have here's why no other Big Daddies have grappling drills. It's because the grappling drill it's apparently because hydraulic fluid makes Big Daddies high as shit.
Good for them.
God, I'd be humping hydraulic fluid too if I was in one of these suits all day. Alright. Let's see. Imprinting solution not found in genetics. What do you mean? Eleanor literally said love is just a chemical. Chemical bonding did work, it just didn't work super well. Like, the Alpha series worked. The issue is the Alpha series went nuts if they lost the little sister. But the concept of imprinting...
God.
But surely the same thing would happen if you imprinted a Big Daddy onto any little sister. Because imprinting them would also cause them to go mad with grief if their little sister died. In much the same way that an Alpha series would. A combination Vita Chamber Project, Ryan Industries. A combination of plasmids reconstructed within the field of quantum entanglement results in fantastical restoration properties. I fast-tracked this project for immediate mass production and distribution throughout Rapture. This completes stage 1. Note, all chambers must be tuned. Okay, fun fact, the Vita Chambers are based on the ones in System Shock, which are just med labs, which also use quantum entanglement to resurrect you. The only difference is these ones are cheap and only work for one person. In System Shock 2, you had to find the resurrection chamber on each level before you could use it. And if you died before finding it, you would actually get a game over.
Okay.
Also, yeah, the reason they're trying to figure out how to imprint Big Daddies on Little Sisters is because in this iteration of Bioshock, because this is not Bioshock 1, fuck off, the Big Daddies don't care about the Little Sisters, and the Little Sisters are scared of Big Daddies. Generally, the problem they'd be having is getting the Little Sisters to want to stick to the Big Daddies, right? I feel like that'd be a much more interesting problem to be having. Hello, little children. Why are your eyes not yellow? Are you wearing very fancy contacts?
Apparently.
Let's see here what we could do.
Scary. Stay away from him. He's scary.
Look, it's okay. He can't hurt anyone. Shh. Shh. Can you move? Can you just move a little bit for me? Don't. I don't know how to help you. I don't.
I love how this is showing compassion for this thing, despite the fact it's literally killed her already.
Somebody to figure out how to fix him. Maybe there's
Once again, Elizabeth's characterization is whatever the writers need it to be at any given moment.
Like, I'm sorry, there's no way you can convince me that, apropos of nothing, Elizabeth now feels bad for Big Daddies. Alright, now we need to find documentation saying Big Daddies can heal using Adam. Here it is. We could not read this note before.
Wow, we had to look so hard.
Big Daddy will not imprint. Not imprint, what good is he to little sister? She no like him. He no like her. Situation is impasse.
Why is Suchong's coded message he wrote to himself in broken English?
Because this game's racist.
Of course it fucking is. Why can't Elizabeth just read German? She definitely knows how to, if she wanted to move to France of all things. Like, I know she would have learned French, but you're telling me she had like 20 years in that fucking box in the tower, and she didn't just learn every language possible too?
Yeah, she learned lateral. She learned the like longitudinal and lateral codes for like every location, but she didn't learn German.
Is genetic match for them. No little sister. No Big Daddy.
I feel like that's... This is just the Alpha series. Okay, so you know how in Bioshock 2, the reason the Alpha series were scrapped is that part of the method to imprint Alpha series onto Little Sisters is that there was just a hard-coded, if the Little Sister dies, the Alpha series dies.
Yeah.
And if the Little Sister did die, they tended to go crazy before actually dying. This is just that again.
God.
The only difference is now it's just, oh yeah, the little girls make little girl juice that keeps the big strong men big and strong so they can beat up other guys. Which you can make sound incredibly fucking wrong just by rearranging the sentence I already said.
It's okay. It's okay. Please. I don't know how to help him.
So here we're about to see what is apparently the first successful imprint of a Big Daddy onto a little sister, and vice versa. Which doesn't make any sense, because we have like 9 months until the fall. We have 9 months until Jack Bioshock shows up. But yeah, see?
But this timeline's fucked.
This timeline doesn't make sense. Because Rapture's an active war zone right now. But we know from audio logs that Big Daddies and Little Sisters were already just a thing in standard society by then.
Yeah, they sure were.
Alright, but you see, this is his first successful imprint, because now the Big Daddies know they need the juice from the little girls to live. Also, this room is not put together at all.
Nope.
Look at this, they didn't even attach the door to the wall properly.
No, it is not.
The door isn't even
They
sitting
sure
in
didn't.
the wall. What on earth?
Like, would it have killed them to try even a little bit?
Did you talk to your puppy? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Sushon.
Hey, by the way, this audio log right here, you know what this audio log is? This is the exact same one from Bioshock 1. Where...
Oh, great.
This is the exact same one where Suchong is testing out the "Would you kindly kill" command.
Great.
In fact, I think what Suchong is saying right now... I think what Suchong's saying right now is quite literally what's on the audio log of his death. Which is a neat touch, actually. I do like that. But also, Suchong, why do you have this room?
That's not the worst thing in the world.
It's a neat touch.
Get away, you filthy little shit!
We give this game credit where it deserves it.
What are you doing? Get back! Get back!
Wait, so does that make that Delta, then?
No, that's not Delta. This is just the Random Protector series. Yeah, this is just the random... Yeah, Delta's an Alpha, so... Again, the Alpha series works on a completely different method, and they don't look like bouncers.
There's the ace.
Like, I guess the timeline sort of works, because if Suchong had died... fine, I guess I gotta give the game credit. Suchong's thing was literally about how bonding the little sisters and the Big Daddies together doesn't work. That's the audio log from his death. And if Rapture had been put together by the time he died, then his corpse would not have been here in Bioshock 1 over nearly a year later. So, never mind, I guess.
Yeah, so it worked.
This is it.
It doesn't work great, but it does work.
We can't blame the shitty timeline on Infinite alone. Not for the imprinting process, at least.
Yeah, that got fucked immediately by Bioshock 2.
Yeah, Bioshock 2 does fuck it up, because they present it like the Alpha series came out after Suchong died. But clearly the Alpha series would have come out...
Not.
It doesn't work, because the Alpha series had to have happened before the rest of the series. I mean, I guess it makes sense,
Like, I
because...
forgive Bioshock 2 because I enjoyed that game.
Yeah, Bioshock 2 was good. The story wasn't amazing, but they did have to follow in Bioshock 1's footsteps.
Yeah, like, it's not Bioshock 1, but neither is this game.
This game's significantly worse than Bioshock 2 is.
Yeah, like, I enjoyed the hell out of that game for what it was.
Alright, are we ready to finish off Bioshock Infinite? I have stuff to complain
Let's
about.
finally be rid of this pox.
Oh, hey guys. We have more stuff to complain about after this. I just didn't want to spoil exactly how bad this game makes itself an Ouroboros of the Bioshock series. Because you realize, this is the only reason... Because you realize, we have the Ace in the Hole, which we're giving to Atlas. This game, this DLC, says that Elizabeth Bioshock is the only reason Bioshock 1 happens. She's the only reason why Jack Ryan comes to Rapture.
Andrew Ryan said I was a rube. But he was wrong. I'm not the rube, Atlas.
This DLC retcons Infinite into Bioshock 1.
We both know what happens next. Just get it over
God.
Well, love, if you insist.
Yeah, not just as a funny hee-hoo-ha-ha reference. Literally the main driving force as to how Bioshock 1 happens.
Just didn't need to do that.
Also, this scene doesn't make any sense, because Elizabeth couldn't have come here to see this.
It's just a bunch of gibberish. What does this say, you little whore? Hey! What does this say?
It says... Would you kindly...
We've got the activation phrase. Now all we've got to do is get...
Hey Atlas, you're kind of bad at your job. Don't kill your informant before you validated it.
Like, he really is just a dumbass.
Yeah, but like... That cutscene means that Elizabeth went to the plane to get the activation phrase, but she couldn't have because Elizabeth was already dead in this universe when she started cooking up this plan.
A slave obeys.
I'm sorry if I'm not very coherent. I just don't like this game.
Yeah, like... Nothing about this scene is actually that terrible in execution, unlike, say, the ending of Infinite itself. However, this game has zero goodwill from us because of how badly put together it is. This game has no goodwill for us because of how racist it is. And this ending has no goodwill for me because Elizabeth's motivation is stupid. She gave up her incredible cosmic powers, also that this one girl in this one reality would maybe be rescued by Jack Bioshock.
It's just fucking stupid.
You have to understand, she had access to all realities.
This cutscene looks like shit.
It does. Like, this is a very cute scene. This is very touching and all. Yeah, little French song that was being sung at the start of this DLC. She was singing it here to Elizabeth as she dies. Which is cute, but there's no
Great.
subtitles for it. And there we go.
Yeah, they just gave up.
That was Bioshock Infinite. And in a year, Elizabeth is dead, her quantum powers are no more, the Luteces are still out there, and in less than a year, Jack Ryan will show up in Rapture and kill everyone and rescue Sally. And that was Elizabeth's plan the whole time. Infinite cosmic power.
Elizabeth died.
She died for what? She died
God, it's such a pointless death.
I think the idea is that Elizabeth was talking about how all of reality was just this in the cycle of blood and children and profits. Because she was talking about it earlier, back when we saw Songbird getting imprinted. I think the idea here is that Elizabeth died so that she could break the cycle of, like, child exploitation and death. But she only broke it in this one singular reality, and none of the other ones. Because apparently, in all the other realities... apparently, in all the other realities with a Rapture, Atlas just never got his hands on the activation phrase. He never got out of the department store. In all the other realities, Rapture just keeps trucking along under Andrew Ryan. This is the only reality.
Just so stupid.
Because Elizabeth gave up her powers.
It's an ending that cuts itself immediately.
Yeah, because this game's already said there's infinite realities with infinite possibilities, but there's constants and variables. There's always a man, there's always a lighthouse. Elizabeth gave up her powers as a quantum super being to alter this one reality. She was the only variable. She is the grand variable that changes the course of this singular reality and no others.
It would have been a way more interesting ending if she had sacrificed herself to create another constant to end the cycle of death. It's like, God, it's just so pointless.
Yeah, it's so pointless because the way this game presents it, Elizabeth is the only variable that leads to Atlas coming back to Rapture after being exiled and getting Jack Ryan into Rapture so that Jack Ryan can rescue all the little sisters. Which means in every single other reality across the entirety of the multiverse, Bioshock lives under Andrew Ryan, and the cycle goes on forever.
And that's the Bioshock franchise, everybody!
That's Bioshock. All of it. There's no more content. This was the end of Bioshock.
Are you satisfied, fans?
Ash, what are your opinions? Because we know mine. This game was a cheap, poorly made cash grab. This DLC was even cheaper and even more poorly made. And the story undercuts itself twice with this. Both the ending of Bioshock Infinite and the ending of this DLC are undercut by this DLC.
Yep. I think Bioshock Infinite would have been a much better received game if it had not attached itself to the Bioshock name. Because it's frankly not a Bioshock game, and its desperate attempts to tie itself to the original Bioshock only harms it. And I think this DLC is the culmination of that desperate attempt to be Bioshock.
The only reason
it doesn't work.
The only reason this game is a Bioshock game was so that this game would sell better. Because this game has none of the themes of Bioshock 1 or Bioshock 2. Its gameplay is only superficially reminiscent of Bioshock 1 and 2, and the DLC, it's not even that. This game is this whole set, all of Infinite, was just a cash grab. It had some neat stuff to say.
Really?
It just said it very poorly. And it also said it mixed in with incredible racism.
Yeah, like once again, this game is really racist, and I don't know how it got past anything.
It's because it came out in 2012 and not 2020. Genuinely, if you tried to insert the plot of BioShock Infinite anywhere in 2020, this game would have been dead because of how tone deaf it would have been with major events. But it came out in 2012 and it didn't come out in 2020. And I know it's probably a bit of a cheap dig to say that a game from 8 years ago would not survive under the politics of today. But that's what we're saying, because it shouldn't have even survived back then. This is the Lovecraft of racism. This is the Lovecraft of video games. It was stupidly racist even for its time.
It's genuinely shocking that this game didn't get called out more at the time, because looking at it now, it's just constant. Like, every time you kind of get into the story, it hits you with something, and it's like, oh my god, what were you thinking? What were you doing in the writer's room?
The writers were all drunk, and none of them were working together. There was one writer for Elizabeth, there was another writer for Elizabeth, there was a third writer for Elizabeth, and would you believe it, there were actually 7 writers for Elizabeth's arc alone. And none of them were paid.
I'd buy it.
No one who worked on any elements of the plot worked together, and no one who worked on the same elements of the plot worked together.
Like, if you like BioShock Infinite, fine. I'd imagine the gameplay is very fun if you aren't looking for what BioShock gave you. But it's not something I can enjoy.
Yeah, like, if you're just looking for a nice little romp where you're stupidly strong and you just annihilate everything, then sure, this is the game for you. You probably wanted a superhero sandbox, but your friend who likes COD recommended this game to you, and you got it on his recommendation. And if you liked it, good on you. This game is awful. Goodbye, everyone.
Have a nice day. We'll hopefully play a game that we don't hate next time.